Once again, knowing that it's the summer season, drive time, road trip, all that kind of stuff, it's time to start thinking about getting our cars ready for great gas mileage and, of course, safety. And nowhere's better than your Weber Chevrolet certified technician. One of them's with me right now, as a matter of fact. Here's Mike. He's going to take us through a few tips.
Easy stuff. We want vacation time to be fun. We want you to be able to hop in the car and go. Fluids are always important. Oil, of course, is important. Antifreeze is important. Windshield washer fluid. One thing that's been cropping up in the last couple of weeks, a lot of construction going on in St. Louis, so belts and hoses have been picking up stuff, junk off the road. When you come in for an oil change, we hoist them up. We look underneath. Tires can pick up nails, things like that. So that planned trip that a guy's putting together to take the family or friends is something you need to think about probably a couple weeks before you go on vacation. We had a lot of folks come in on a Thursday and say, I'm leaving town tomorrow, and then a surprise, you got a nail in the tire, something like that. So we went and had all that stuff off. That's the name of the game, is just turn the key and go. One thing that we have kind of seen in the last couple of weeks, when you load the kids or the friends and family up, they're sitting in the back seat, we got power plugs everywhere. You can play PSPs, you can have iPods, iPhones. $300 toy, $2 charger. The money is always spent on the toy. These get dunked in water, they get dunked in soda. Somebody plugs it in, pops a fuse. That's where your owner's manual becomes a good friend. It tells you where the fuses are. So the one thing that kind of put in the back of your noggin is, if you're taking kids, you got toys, you got music devices, kind of know where that fuse box is at if this guy brings a problem. Because we've seen a few, something to think about when you're heading off. One thing that we always check, and the guy kind of doesn't because you usually drive during the day, is lights. Turn signal bulbs, headlights. Had one customer come in, was out of state, had a turn signal bulb out, wound up getting a ticket. Can happen to anybody, new car, old car, but it's something to think about. So these are the kind of things a guy wants to think about before you go on that trip. So again, that experience is fun and not, some kind of a downtime. So wipers, another big thing. We recently had that hailstorm. Wipers take a beating sometimes during a hailstorm. They look okay, but until you start to do that. So it's just the basic stuff that makes your trip enjoyable and no downtime. That's our goal, and that's what our guys do.
So with that, it's Nick Bacott heading west. And always remember, no one knows your Chevrolet like your Weber Chevrolet certified technician. One more thing before we go. Another reminder about the Weber Chevrolet smartphone app. With a couple of clicks on a couple of buttons, you're in like Flint. You get your appointment scheduled, and you're safe, and you got a lot of peace of mind.